Dirty Dom is packing the mullet. He's reminding us of some Latino heat. But who is bringing the heat when it comes down to Dom's potential new girlfriend, Liv Morgan, and his current mammy, Rhea Ripley? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. And look, we asked the question, why not? Dominic Mysterio seems like he's got himself into a little bit of a love triangle. So we want to know, who is hotter out of Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley? Who should Dominic Mysterio choose? And had a few people say that this has got nothing to do with wrestling, and that if you want to watch like a love triangle or anything like that, or any sort of romance or relationship, or anybody having a girlfriend in wrestling, then you need to go and watch a soap opera. I don't know what these people are fucking talking about. I mean, you look at Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth, they were an iconic duo. You look at Triple H and how he got with Stephanie McMahon, the McMahon-Helmsley era, that pretty much just took Triple H's career in a whole different level. The segments as well with Triple H getting with Stephanie and getting married and all that stuff, that was interesting behind McMahon's back. The whole Eddie Guerrero China storyline, that was great. I remember Dean Malenko and Lita. That was another great storyline. The Lita, Matt Hardy, Edge, love triangle, one of the most over things in wrestling. And then you just look at male wrestlers over the years that have been successful with valets that potentially maybe they wouldn't have been as successful without. I think you look at Edge, and I think Edge definitely had something extra when he had Lita by his side. Same with Johnny Nitro. I think the guy was better when he had Melina by his side. So, I mean, some people just want 3 hours of wrestling, and if that does it for you, then, I mean, good luck, because that's a tough watch.
Doesn't do it for me, doesn't do it for you, but it does it for a lot of jobbers out there. And for the people like me and you, they probably tuned out years ago. Because you know what? You don't get any storylines. It's not just about love triangles or love rectangles, whatever. It's about fucking actual storylines. But these people, see when Gunther defeats Jey Uso with a sleeper hold to end a 3-hour Raw that's just been filled with matches, people love that. People think that's great. But we don't. We actually like intriguing storylines.
But God forbid there's a possibility of Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio getting together.
Also,
anyway,
by the way, USA Network cut this out. They actually went off the air early because it overran and it wasn't seen.
Yeah, so Triple H is so great at cooking, and they missed the biggest thing that Raw's had in probably since Mania.
Yes, and here Tony Khan wouldn't have missed it. He loves an overrun.
Biggest thing since Mania. And even another thing you talk about, like, really, and people say as if it's dirty, and some guy, don't forget his name, King Mike's World, he said that only people wanting this are like horny goofballs. And it's like, no, I mean, you're not just going to watch wrestling because you're horny, but it's part of stuff. You look at the greatest TV series of all time, people have relationships in that. People have wives, people have girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. People get into relationships. It's part of life. It's completely natural. People want to watch wrestling for more than just wrestling. See if all you're going to give me on Raw is 3 hours of wrestling. I don't want to see it. I don't want to watch it. I don't care about it.
He described it as dirty, did he? King Mike's World? That's a weird way to describe it.
And another thing, if you look at another relationship that I completely missed out, was when Jericho and Trish were, floating the idea of possibly getting together. That led to the battle of the sexes. We had the 2 intergender matches. We had Chris Jericho trying to apologise to Trish and make up for his arrogant ways and show that he cares. And then that ends up with Trish basically doing a double turn on Jericho and aligning herself with Christian. So let's not pretend that, like, there's been no good fucking stories or no good, like, runs with a man and a woman being romantically involved with each other, because that's just not true. Even Edge and Vicky Guerrero for the SmackDown run.
That was good.
I remember Theodore Long, and he was going out with Asuka, Nasuka or something. Aksana. She was like 80 years younger than her. I mean, you always had Jerry the... Alright, maybe we'll not bring up Jerry the King Lawler, but you guys, you get the point, right? I think there's definitely room for an on-screen relationship.
Triple H and Katie Vick? Oh, wait a minute.
That's too far. But anyway, right, let's look at the votes. 861 people voted. 59% voted for Liv Morgan. 41% voted for Rhea Ripley. I agree with the outcome of the poll. I just think Liv Morgan should have won by a higher margin. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, Liv Morgan wins 59-41. I actually don't. Can I repeat it? Is there an echo in here? Well, listen to this fucking echo, right? And repeat it loud and clear. I don't get the hype with Rhea Ripley. It is for fucking beta males that like Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, and we'll probably see Buddy Murphy in the chat because anytime you mention Rhea Ripley, he is right in there. I don't see it either, but I mean, whatever. 41% are entitled to it, but yeah, for me, it's obvious.
Yeah, I like the fact they're going for a storyline, but I think there is some people on Twitter that are taking this to heart and actually think it is fucking real.
Yeah, some people are saying, oh, you can't have Liv Morgan kiss Dominic. Dominic just got married. How's his wife going to feel? Like, get a fucking grip. Look at actors and actresses. How many of them play roles where they are married? How many of them have like sex scenes in movies and shit? It's not real. It's fake.
See, at the end of the day,
get fucking over it.
Dominic Mysterio has agreed to do this. Liv Morgan has agreed to do this. I'm sure he consulted in his fucking wife.
And even if he didn't, right, I highly doubt that's going to be the end of the marriage. Like, it's acting at the end of the day.
No, that's what it is.
It's
fake.
You can say it's a sport. You can say it's acting, right?
Yeah.
It's a physical drama at the end of the day. That's right. What wrestling is.
It's like a pantomime.
Oh, it's not fucking, I don't know. That's more like AEW, like, but anyway, let's move on. Davey B says, how can anyone say Rhea is hotter than Liv? One thing, Rhea, more man than woman. Liv is just absolutely stunning. I agree, especially on the Rhea Ripley part for sure. I do kind of get manly looking vibes for Rhea Ripley. I just can't really do it.
She used to look less of a man.
Yeah, it's just the big man shoulders. It personally.
No, it's the makeup as well.
Yeah,
she looks like looks like a man. Sorry, Buddy Murphy must like it. Yeah, that's good for him. I don't.
Tyler Fast says, in my opinion, hotness either goes through the roof or through the floor once a woman opens her mouth. So Rhea by a mile. All right.
Cal sounds like a man.
Cal for Ripper. Liv is pretty, but Rhea has it all. I mean, does she really?
She has something Liv doesn't.
No bullshit policies. Who was in the live earlier asking, is you Scotland a shithole? To which I answered, yes, it is becoming a shithole. He says Rhea looks trans, so Liv.
Yeah.
No bullshit policies. So, you like the direction this guy's going?
You know what
tells it how it is.
Yeah, he tells it like it is, right? But at the end of the day, it's not even like we have an agenda against Rhea Ripley. I don't think her work is bad, but I think the whole mommy character's fucking cringe. It's like she does come across as a man.
She does. Anyway, you stink father says, how about keep that rat infested mug away from Liv? He can have diarrhea Ripley. Formantier says, how will he fuck Rhea without Buddy legit killing him? Oh, fake kayfabe girlfriend. What planet are some of these people on?
No, the guy beforehand's making it that he's like Liv Morgan's fucking dad or something, or keep Dominic Mysterio away from her. Really? I mean, come on.
Buddy Murphy isn't going to kill anybody. Maybe himself when he sees Rhea Ripley actually being involved in another segment with a male. But yeah, look,
it's not real.
I mean, look, guys, it's all fake here. I don't know if you get this or not, but it's not really real. It doesn't really count. Doesn't really matter. I mean, apart from really the Lita Edge Matt thing, that was a wee bit real. The Frankie Tank says, damn, I don't know if I could make this choice. Well, I'd feel manlier with Liv. Mammy can carry me around and dominate me. I don't think I'd complain about either one. Let's move on.
What?
Mike Wilson, I'm hoping for an angle where both of them end up kicking Dom's ass. You know what? You can definitely see that happening in wrestling. I think that you can see an angle where the man gets, beat up by the two women. Women on top.
Absolutely.
Women empowerment. You can see that.
You can see a spot where he gets slapped by one and it slaps him into the next slap.
User says, Dom has a wife. He got married in March. That being said, I would prefer Liv. Again, whether he got married, whether he's single or whatever, it's a really irrelevant. It's acting at the end of the day. So, I mean, it's not fucking real. It's a kayfabe storyline. It's an on-screen girlfriend, guys. I mean, I think these are looking way too much into this. I mean, Jesus Christ. If Liv Morgan is Dominic's girlfriend, it's not real. Just like the belts aren't real, nothing is real. So
yeah, nothing is real. I don't get this, right? The cat's been out the bag for a long ass time. See these TV shows. What House of the Dragons?
See,
coming
do you
out,
know
right?
Walter White? Do you know Bryan Cranston isn't actually married to Skylar?
Oh, no way.
Aye.
No fucking way.
What do you
No
mean?
wonder, like, but
Well, you try to tell me he had a wife while he was filming Breaking Bad,
holy
and he was married
moly.
to Skylar? How did that happen? What the hell's going on? Come on, guys, fucking open your eyes. Jay Dobble says Liv is cute and all that, but who's hotter? Mammy taking it for me. Not for me. Chris Gavin.
He's probably taking it for Mammy.
You know, sometimes if you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything at all. Chris Gavin says, I gotta go with Rhea. Just better than you. As a Kiwi, can't go for trans Tasman across the ditch Ripley. It's a Kiwi Aussie thing. None of you will understand. Bit like rugby lads. Alright, this guy just better than you. I mean, you seem to think that Australia and New Zealand are the only two countries with rivalry. I mean, I guess you don't know much about Scotland and England, like, because I'd say we've got just as big a rivalry with England as Australia and New Zealand do. And as for rugby, I mean, we might be shite at it, but we do know a wee decent bit about it.
You can say just as big. It's fucking superior. Everyone knows about England and Scotland. Who the fuck knows about Australia and New Zealand? Know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that Australia and New Zealand's more of like a close-knit thing, whereas it's only the only two countries that really know about the rivalry.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, well, we talk about rugby here. I mean, I think if you asked the average French rugby fan or the average Italian rugby fan, they're going to know more about England and Scotland being a rivalry than Australia and New Zealand.
Here, the Calcutta Cup feels like a bigger deal to me than any time Australia, New Zealand play.
Aye, absolutely. But not here to talk about rugby. I'm here to talk about fake wrestling. So
let's move on. So, just better than you is going with Liv Morgan. I'm assuming just based purely on the fact that Rhea Ripley is Australian. If Rhea Ripley wasn't Australian, would he go with Rhea Ripley? I don't really know.
But I hate that logic, right? Because, I mean, there's a lot of people in WWE, British, Scottish, whatever, and they're all fucking shite. Perfect like McIntyre.
Yeah.
Piper Niven. She's hotter than Trish Stratus. Fuck off. I dead on. Know your role.
Yeah, that logic's stinking when you think about it. Cedric says Rhea, John295 said Liv his face, Rhea's body, 100. I did point out that
Wait, what?
Yeah, Liv's face, Rhea's body.
No, I think you fucking...
I said, really? Those big masculine shoulders, I'll just take Liv.
I think Liv's face on her body would look retarded. Not that Rhea Ripley's face on her body doesn't look retarded. But anyway.
Jimmy's Ruffled said, on the next episode of Day of Our Lives. Laura King says, Liv Morgan, every time it's best for him to be with her now. Deceased Brick Fan says, Buddy has entered the chat. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Dale Schufelt, didn't he date Alexa Bliss too? Good for him. Yeah, I believe Alexa Bliss dumped him because
he's a weirdo.
Bit of a loser there. Lotto.
Why are you swinging in a park with Bray Wyatt on Raw?
Why are you in the playground with these dolls? These male dolls.
Hey guys, I'm a real doll.
You know, she might be in the play... When she goes outside, I'm in the playground with her. Lotto Tobika says, to me, Rhea, Liv outside of WWE just doesn't look that hot to me. Oh, I forgot. Rhea looks amazing outside of WWE. Taylor Swenson says, Liv is hotter, but Rhea actually looks big. That's kind of the problem, though. I mean,
he says outside of WWE, right? I don't know them outside WWE.
Yeah, I've never met them. Don't really want to meet them.
Yeah, so...
If they came to Scotland or Belfast, Northern Ireland, you give me a free ticket, I wouldn't waste the time to go. I genuinely mean that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Now, if it was the Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era, I'd pay money to go, but, I mean, this current era...
But yeah, Rhea's bigger, so that's a problem.
City Hunter says, girlfriend is demanding, will take a lot of time. Mammy is mammy, she'll give a lot. I think people are looking way too much into this, to be honest. Jack Nero, it was a throwaway comment. Jack Nero, that are two different questions, mate. Liv is hotter, we don't have to debate that, but Rhea is the better girlfriend for him. Maverick says Liv Morgan. King's Mike's World says, how about you stop being a girl? Well, how about you stop being, a little fud that just wants to watch grown men in tights fucking wrestle? Yeah. How about those apples?
I know. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm being a girl for wanting to see a little bit of sex appeal on the TV screen. Yet you want to be like, no, we don't want we don't want Liv Morgan. We just want men in tights. I mean, how about no? How about that?
I know. Come on. I'd give up my house for wrestling to be as good as it once was. And if bringing back storylines like this hopefully gets us one step closer.
Yeah, so there you go, guys. I mean, I'm just thinking of all on-screen relationships in WWE in the past. They've all actually been pretty entertaining. I can't think of one that stunk at the joint. Or that Undertaker shit with that woman was pretty bad.
No, that was bad, but it's like, even like when... But look at Rusev, though. They had Bobby Lashley kiss Lana in front of him. It's like, that was controversial.
Yo, that was actually getting views. Seeing you look at the YouTube clips, people were tuning into that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. See, anytime they do like a marriage, it gets views. People click on it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who knows?
It is what it is, but here, doing fake old flippy dippy pathetic wrestling has run its course. You need to put these things in, and preferably when you do it, Trips, actually include it in the fucking show.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it.
They undercooked it.
They undercooked it. I mean, I think that's embarrassing. Did they purposely cut off that kiss? I mean, who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if Triple H has some sort of weird logic where it means more if you don't see it, which is just wrong. But I think people would probably defend Triple H. People were probably thinking,
"Oh, he did that on purpose. He made
keep
go
you
into
guessing,
social
keep
media,
you thinking."
Got the algorithm up. I did.
Fuck off. Till next time. Peace.